Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Herbie's Community Cooking Corner for December 9th, 2025. Wow, I actually know what the date today is? That's impressive. But, what can I say? Sunday was a date that will live on in infamy, so, we should all know what the dates are for this week at least. As, of course, Sunday was Pearl Harbor Day back in 1941, launching us into the Second World War, where we defeated two nations. But you're not here for a history course, you're here to learn how to cook! Suffice it to say that if you are into historical it's very interesting to hear recipes from back in the day, and yeah, that's a whole nother subject in itself. But I digress. Back then, it would be very strange for me to be the one doing a cooking show. I'll tell you that much. Okay, enough on that. We've got a plethora of people helping us out today, as always. First of all, in a state that is probably just a little bit colder than me, all the way in Missouri, we've got the wonderful Deanna hosting us today. And in Michigan, where it might actually be colder, but that doesn't stop her from sending her signal around the world, we've got Diane in the clubhouse and streaming us on Media 5. And also, where it might even be colder for her than it is for the other two, it's Spider-Woman, aka Heidi, also our presenter today. Welcome, Heidi.
Hello, yeah. Before I started working on our orange juice, it was 4 degrees out.
Burr. My only question, why? So, orange juice, is that what's on tap for the web today?
Part of it, yes. It's going to be a very sticky day in the web today.
Ooh, I bet. So you actually make the orange juice then instead of buying it. Okay, interesting.
Well, this time we did.
Ah.
The last couple times it's tasted like orange juice with about half lemon juice. So I'm like, yeah, no, I want full orange juice.
Alright, and Celeste is telling me it's even colder where she's at 2 degrees when she took out the garbage. Oh, all I can say is, if anybody ever expects me to live in your guys' part of the country, one of two things. One, everything has to be indoors, or two, you get me a robot that will do the outdoor work, because otherwise...
I think it was about 2 when I got up at 5 this morning, so yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, well, frozen Herbies aren't good for anything, I'm just saying. I know, I've been there. I've done colder than you guys! Remember, I did Duluth in Minnesota, where it could get up to like 20 below, when I would go do my vending at work, and waiting out...
We've been colder, but yeah.
Yeah. Even with snow and high winds and... Oh, yep. I remember some days when it was 40 degrees out, we were like, oh man, this is a heat wave! Yeah!
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, we will quit freezing our tuchuses off. Just a couple of housekeeping things, because it looks like I've been remiss on this type of thing, because I forget that not everybody pays attention to the emails or has access to the emails. But first and foremost, if I forget to mention anything at any time during the call, like including how to get access to the lists, it's always a good idea to just raise your little hand on Zoom or Clubhouse and let me know if you do not have access, so I can give out the information, because we have so many things going on that it's easy to forget. But, we do have a cooks list. If you have not subscribed to it, you can do so by sending an email to acb-cooks+subscribe@acblists.org. And you just send a blank email to that, and you'll get a confirmation. You'll reply to it, and voila. I don't want to promise it's a low traffic list because we do have several cooks related things on there. In addition to this, there have been It's Electric posts and various other cooking things as well. So it's not just exclusive to the community cooking corner. And I don't always know when people respond publicly or not to the recipes that I send out, but I do always try to post the recipes for the call within a day or two after the call, and of course the ingredients list. Though I do also send those out to the conversation list as well. All right. So, enough of that. Let's get into today's recipes, and Heidi is going to be talking to us about crockpot lemon chicken and all that. But a couple. I was going to ask you about your orange juice first of all. So, do you use like an electric juicer, or do you do it by hand?
This time we did it by hand. We do have a juicer. It just needs to be cleaned, and we were not about to rip the juicer apart to clean it at this point.
All right.
But yes, we do. And that is an awesome appliance.
Yep. So basically, the idea for anybody that's not seen a juicer is you cut the orange in half, and then you place each half on the round thing in the center. And if you have
we have a much more sophisticated one than that.
Oh, yes. you have a much more sophisticated one. Okay.
Yep. You peel the orange, you put it in the chute, and when you turn it on, you put the little handle down through and you press, and the juice comes out one end and the pulp comes out the other end.
All right. In my case, I'd prefer one that actually mixed both all together, but okay. Hey, but do you want to know why the orange went to the doctor?
Sure.
He wasn't peeling very well. Okay. Anyway, aren't you glad we're done with that now? So, let's get to the actual call. And so Heidi, take it away.
All right. Well, our dinner is going to be lemon honey chicken. And once we get this in the crock pot, I have other crock pot chicken recipes that I will go over. And when I get to that point, I'm going to have Herbie read the other recipe that I had Nick found yesterday that can kind of substitute for this. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a 4 to 5 pound chicken. You're going to need 1 lemon, a half a cup of orange juice, a half a cup of honey, and salt and pepper. So I am getting the cluckety cluck out of its wrapper. And this one was apparently the biggest chicken they had, and it was 4 pounds. Got the trash can near me.
Yep, you're still here. Uh-oh.
Let's see. Do we have the neck in here or not? Nope. Okay. So this poor chicken is all over the place. All right. So I have the chicken out, and I'm going to put the chicken into my crock pot. And then I'm going to grab my lemon, which I have rolled on the counter to get some of the juices going. And then I rinsed it off and put it in a little ramekin. Now I'm taking a fork and I am dabbing the lemon in about six or 7 different spots around it to release the juice. Now, as I say, I'm going to make the chicken say ah and stick the lemon inside the cavity of the chicken. Grab the sauce, hun. And we have we've got a half a cup of orange juice and a half a cup of honey in a cup. And I'm just going to have Nick mix it up real quick while I wash my hands. And then you're going to pour the more or less marinade over the chicken. Actually, you got to salt and pepper it first. You should salt and pepper the chicken first before you pour the sauce over it. Pour the sauce over first. Okay. I don't think it matters. So Nick poured the sauce over the chicken. Now he's going to put salt and pepper over it. Echo, set a timer for 5 hours, 5 minutes.
5 hours and 5 minutes. 39.
We're going to put the lid on, and our crock pot locks on the sides. So Nick just locked it. Plug in. All right. We're kind of in the middle of the counter, making sure nothing is going to touch it. And which one is low? And we're going to put it on low. It says to cook on low for 6 to 8 hours. I'm going to put it on low for 5, and we're going to check it at 5 hours. Are there any questions on this recipe at this point?
Well, I'll tell you, some of the commentary I'm getting right now is Jonathan's telling me that it's warmer for him than for you guys.
And he's not that far away, really.
No, he's not. And he's also said that the recipe sounds delicious, so,
Yeah, we're doing rice pilaf tonight with it, so.
Alright. Well, you can also talk about how to make that as well.
Got one hand up. Donna?
Alright, and Deanna, you're sounding far away, just so you know, hun. We can hear your thoughts, so.
Okay.
But I think you said Donna?
Down
Alright.
the clock.
All right. So you said you were set it on low, and that would be for 6 or 7, whatever hours. But you said you
6 to
check it
8.
at 5. Why are you checking it early?
Our crock pot tends to heat up pretty good. So we're just gonna check and see just if it's, how the sauce is, if it's boiling or whatever. And we'll do probably a temperature check on it at that point and see if it still needs a little bit more time, just to be on the cautious side.
You have a talking thermometer?
We do, and we also have a regular one.
Where'd you get the talking one?
I got it actually through the Association for the Blind in New Hampshire. And do you remember what kind it is?
No,
Is it?
I have no idea.
I
It's like a Chinese name.
I think it begins with an M, but I'm not sure what the actual brand is.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
And Celeste wants me to let you know that the call doesn't quite go 5 hours, but I think we should let it go 5 hours. I don't know. What does everybody think?
Okay,
Well, then you'll have to
we
tune
have
in.
somebody in Clubhouse apparently.
All right.
You'll have to tune in and after crochet because that's when we'll be eating.
All right. Very good. Yeah, you can't do a 5-hour call because of crochet. That would be a problem. Well, I guess you could, but anyway. Who have we got in Clubhouse?
Jeanette?
Welcome, Jeanette.
Hey, so my question is the lemon. Is it a whole lemon with a piece cut off the end, or do
Nope,
you
it's a whole lemon.
cut it in half?
Nope, it's a whole
And
lemon.
do you take the skin off it, or are you piercing it through the outside?
Piercing it through the outside.
Okay.
Just so it can release some of the juice into the cavity so that it cooks inside as well.
Yep.
Any other questions?
Not
Nope,
at
that's
the
it for
moment.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
So, a couple things I'll just mention with taking out the parts with the chicken. I've seen this work both ways, where some brands of chicken actually have the neck in an actual little wrapper,
Yep.
and some it's just in several pieces. So you'll have to take them, depending on the brand. If that's the case, you have to take them out piece by piece, and do it that way. Same with the turkey. That was one where they were, well, in my case, it was frozen, so I had to let it thaw a little bit, but they were not wrapped up. You had to get them out to piece by piece, and you just have to reach into the cavity. And if you're squeamish, it won't be a pleasant experience, I'll be honest with you, but.
You had to mention that. Now I don't want to cook.
Well, I'm trying to be honest. I figure it's better to be honest with the you all.
Yes.
There's
So,
always rubber gloves.
there are rubber gloves. Oh yeah, you can do it. I'm not saying you can't, but I can appreciate how it could definitely be, especially seem or sound a bit daunting, especially at first. But yes, rubber gloves are definitely a good idea. There are some brands that you can find that don't even have the neck pieces. I've never found a way to know in advance.
Nope. This one didn't have the neck or the other packet.
Right.
So
another thing you can do if you ever just want to cook a whole chicken by itself, you can definitely kind of season it how you would a turkey. So,
and I actually have a couple of other recipes in here for kind of the same thing. So
yep. So there you go. But so just some things with the chicken there, or the Thanksgiving turkey if you're doing one for Christmas. And Celeste is asking, could you do lemon honey chicken breasts instead?
I knew that question was going to come up, and we have an answer. Yes. It's pretty much the exact same recipe we just did, but you use 3 pounds of chicken, either thighs or breast meat or a mixture. And in that case, what you do is you cut a lemon in half and you squeeze the juice over it. And you still do the same thing, salt and pepper and half cup of orange juice and a half a cup of honey. And you cook it that way. And that is a recipe I sent to Herbie that will be included.
Yep. Now, one question I have with the lemon juice: have you ever just used the juice out of the bottle?
Not in this case, I haven't.
We add buffers to it.
Nick said they add buffers to it.
They add baking soda.
They add like baking soda into lemon juice and stuff like that.
Okay. Because I always wondered why nobody bothers with the because it seems like it would be a lot easier than trying to deal with an actual lemon.
Yeah, and it doesn't taste quite the same, but in a pinch, yeah, I guess you could.
All right. All right, do we have any other questions?
Not at this time.
All right.
And this next recipe kind of was discussed earlier in the show.
Okay. William has his hand up.
Yep.
Good morning, everyone. So my question is, the chicken breasts for the recipe, are they boneless chicken thighs or um, what kind of chicken breasts are they exactly?
I would assume it would be boneless.
Okay.
I believe that is
Oh,
in that recipe, but I hadn't looked through it real quick.
okay. Thank you so much.
Yep. Any other questions?
Nope, that was it.
Alrighty. So my next recipe that I have is called crock pot chicken pot pie. And this is from Cooking Curiosity. And your ingredients are 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, or thighs, 1 can 10.5 ounces cream of chicken soup, 1/2 cup chicken broth, 1 medium onion diced, 2 cups frozen mixed veggies, peas, carrots, corn, etc. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of dried thyme, salt and pepper to taste, 1 can 7.5 ounces refrigerated biscuit dough, 8 biscuits, 1 tablespoon of butter melted, optional for brushing the biscuits. And our instructions are we're going to preheat the prepare the chicken. You're going to place the chicken breast or thighs at the bottom of the crock pot. You're going to season with salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and dried thyme. You're going to add the soup and broth in a separate bowl. You're going to mix together the cream of chicken soup and the chicken broth. Then you're going to pour the mixture over the chicken in the crock pot. You're going to add the diced onion and frozen veggies, spreading them evenly over the top. Then you're going to cook. You're going to cover your crock pot and you're going to cook on low for 6 to 7 hours or on high for 3 to 4 hours until the chicken is cooked through and tender. You're going to shred the chicken. Once the chicken is fully cooked, you're going to remove it from the crock pot and you're going to shred it using 2 forks. Then you're going to return the shredded chicken to the crock pot. and you're going to stir to combine with the creamy vegetable mixture. Then you're going to add the biscuits. You're going to cut each biscuit into quarters, and you're going to gently place them in pieces on top of the chicken and veggie mixture. You're going to brush the tops with the biscuits with the melted butter for a golden crispy finish. And then you're going to cook the biscuits. You're going to cover the crock pot again and cook on high for 1 hour or until the biscuits are fully cooked and golden brown on top. Then you're going to serve. You're going to spoon the chicken pot pie mixture into bowls, ensuring each serving has pieces of fluffy biscuits. The biscuit topping. Serve hot and enjoy. When the this crock pot chicken pot pie is a one pot wonder that's creamy, comforting, and easy to prepare. It's the perfect meal for busy families, and leftovers taste just as great the next day. So that's that recipe. So any questions on that one?
No hands. Oh, wait a minute. We got somebody in Clubhouse.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, Jeanette had her hand up again, or I believe so. We'll give her a chance to speak.
So, 2 questions, Heidi. Have you tried subbing either cream of celery or cream of mushroom for the cream of chicken soup?
I have not.
And can this also be done with some of the, oh my God. Can you guys hear me? Because my voiceover is being weird.
Yep.
Can you use some of the lower sodium versions of the cream of chicken soup?
I can't see why you can't.
Okay. And my final question is, I'm sorry. Have you ever tried doing this? And if you don't have biscuits, adding a regular pie crust on top of the
I have
mixture?
not.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, Donna Clark has her hand up. Oops, she just lowered it.
Well, she kind of answered my question. I was getting ready to ask, where's the
Okay.
crust? Where's the
It's
crust?
the biscuits.
Okay.
All right. You're definitely generating some traffic today, so yeah.
All right. Any other questions?
Not this time.
All right. So the next one I have is whole chicken in the crock pot. You're going to need a 3-pound whole chicken. You're going to need a half a cup of chicken broth. You're going to need 2 carrots sliced, 2 celery stalks with leaves, 2 onions sliced, 2 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of basil, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and you're going to put the carrots and the celery and the onions into the bottom of the crock pot. You're going to add the whole chicken. Then you're going to season it with the salt, the pepper, and then you're going to top with the chicken broth. And then you're going to top that with the basil. Then you're going to cover and you're going to cook on low for 8 to 10 hours. And enjoy. Any questions?
No, not yet.
Okay. Just wanted to give it a second just in case somebody did. All right. My next one is crock pot cashew chicken. And this is from marketgrow.com. And our ingredients are 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts or thighs cut into bite-sized pieces. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, a half a cup of low sodium soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon of grated fresh ginger, a half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, that's optional for heat, 1 cup of unsalted cashews, 4 green onions chopped for garnish. You're going to cooked white or brown rice for serving. And our instructions are 1, you're going to coat the chicken in a large bowl. You want to toss the chicken pieces with cornstarch until they are evenly coated. You're going to sear the chicken in a skillet over medium high heat. You're going to heat the olive oil. You're going to add the coated chicken and you're going to cook for 2 to 3 minutes on each side until browned. The chicken doesn't need to be fully cooked at this point. Just seared for additional flavor. 3. You're going to prepare the sauce. In a small bowl, you're going to whisk together the soy sauce, hoisin sauce, rice vinegar, brown sugar, minced garlic, grated ginger, and the crushed red pepper flakes. You're going to add to the crock pot. You're going to place the seared chicken into the crock pot. You're going to pour the prepared sauce over it. You're going to stir gently to coat the chicken in the sauce. Number 5. You're going to cook low. You're going to cover the crock on and cook on low for 3 to 4 hours until the chicken is tender and fully cooked. You're going to add the cashews. About 20 minutes before serving, you're going to stir in the cashews and let them warm through. Then you're going to serve. You're going to garnish with the chopped green onions and serve the cashew chicken over a bed of rice, and enjoy the blend of flavors and textures. When the crock pot cashew chicken is a simple, delicious meal that comes together with minimal effort, letting you enjoy a warm, hearty dish with an Asian twist. And that is the end of that recipe. Any questions? And I think I have 2 more recipes. No questions?
It does not look like it.
Alrighty. The next recipe I have is sesame chicken for slow cookers. And this is also from marketgrow.com. And our ingredients are 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, 4 thighs, cut into bite-sized pieces, a half a cup of honey, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, a 1/4 of a cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar or apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger minced, a 1/4 of a teaspoon Yeah, 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Crushed red pepper flakes, optional for a bit of heat. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch mixed with 2 tablespoons water to thicken. 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds toasted. 2 green onions sliced. Cooked rice or noodles for serving. And our instructions are, number 1, we're going to prepare the sauce. 2 is in a medium bowl, whisk together the honey, soy sauce, ketchup, rice vinegar, sesame oil, garlic, ginger, and crushed red pepper flakes, if using. 3 is we're going to add the chicken. We are going to place the chicken pieces into the slow cooker and pour the sauce mixture over them. You're going to stir to ensure the chicken is evenly coated with the sauce. Then you're going to cook. You're going to cover the slow cooker and cook on low for 4 to 5 hours, or on high for 2 to 3 hours, until the chicken is cooked through and tender.
We've got a hand up, Heidi.
Hang on.
Christy.
Hang on.
Mhm.
I'm almost done. Hang on. Then you're going to thicken the sauce, and about 20 minutes before serving, stir the cornstarch mixture into the slow cooker. You're going to cover and cook on high for an additional 15 to 20 minutes, or until the sauce has thickened. Number 9 is you're going to serve. And it says sprinkle the sesame seeds and the sliced green onions over the chicken, and serve hot over cooked rice or noodles, garnished with the additional sesame seeds and green onions if desired. This sesame chicken for the slow cooker is a flavorful and easy to make dish that brings the taste of your favorite takeout into your kitchen with minimal effort. And that's the end of that. So we have Christine.
Hey, it's Christy. What was the last recipe name again?
That was sesame chicken.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Any other questions?
Nope, I don't think
Nope.
so.
No, not at this time.
So before we get into our final recipe, then, because you said you just had one more, right?
I believe, yes, I believe that this next one's the last one.
All right. So, real quick for those of you listening on the stream, if you have not done so, subscribe to the ACB community by sending an email to community@acb.org. Include your name and the email address and say, please add me to the community call list, and they will gladly do so. Also, don't forget the cooks list. ACB-cooks plus subscribe at acblists.org, and you just send a blank email to that, and then it'll ask you if you want to subscribe. You'll send a blank email to respond to indicate you do, and you're golden. Okay. I will do more yakking later, but I want to get this final recipe onto the stream, so go ahead, Heidi.
Okay, this is slow cooker orange chicken. This is also from marketgrow.com. And our ingredients for this one for the chicken is 2 pounds, 900 grams of boneless, skinless chicken thighs or breasts cut into bite-sized pieces. We're going to need a half a cup of Dijon, half a cup of cornstarch. We're going to need 1 teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil for searing, and that's optional. For the sauce, you need 3/4 of a cup, 180 milliliters of fresh orange juice, about 3 oranges. You're going to need a half a cup, 100 grams of brown sugar. You're going to need 1/4 of a cup, 60 milliliters of soy sauce. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar or apple cider vinegar. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 teaspoon of grated fresh ginger, half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, optional for spice, zest of 1 orange. For thickening, which is optional, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of cold water. And you're going to, and sliced green onions, sesame seeds, and your instructions are you're going to prepare the chicken in a large bowl. You're going to toss the chicken pieces with cornstarch, salt, black pepper until evenly coated. If desired, heat the vegetable oil in a skillet over medium-high heat and sear the chicken for 2 to 3 minutes per side until lightly browned. This step adds flavor, but is optional.
10 minutes, Herbie.
you're going to combine in a slow cooker. You're going to place the chicken in the slow cooker. In a separate bowl, you're going to whisk together the orange juice, brown sugar, soy sauce, rice vinegar, sesame oil, garlic, ginger, red pepper, flakes if using, and orange zest. You're going to pour the sesame over the chicken. You're going to cook. You're going to cover your slow cooker and cook on low for 4 to 5 hours or on high for 2 to 3 hours until the chicken is tender and fully cooked. You're going to thicken the sesame, the sauce, and this is optional. If preferred, thicken the sauce. Mix 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of cold water, creating a slurry. You're going to stir the slurry into the slow cooker during the last 20 to 30 minutes. Cooking allows the sauce to thicken. 5, you're going to serve. You're going to garnish the orange chicken with slices of green onion and sesame seeds and serve hot over steamed rice or noodles. And that's it.
Okay, you've got one hand up.
All right, Herbie, back to you for the closing of the stream.
Okay, am I on?
Yes.
All right, let's get to our question first, and then I'll quickly go through stuff.
Okay.
Miss Lemon.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Heidi. Hi, Herbie. It's just a comment about the vinegars. The rice vinegar and cider vinegar are usually not interchangeable because they're a lot different flavor. But if you have distilled white vinegar, you can add 1/3 the amount of sugar into it, into the distilled vinegar, and that'll be closer to the rice vinegar than it will be to the cider vinegar. The cider will change some of the flavor.
Thank you.
All right. Do we have any other questions?
No.
All right. Well, we're going to shut things down momentarily. First of all, for those of you on the stream side, on Media 1, you do get some Media 5, you do get some more great calls later on today, including games to play with Lady A, and sadly there is no more homophones call, so don't be looking for that. But we should have an AI call later today with Taylor. I think we still have that. But of course, in the community, there's plenty other calls happening as well, such as everything from crochet to cats, dogs, French, Braille, and a whole lot more. So always a good idea to get subscribe to the community to find out what calls you might be interested in. Okay, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule. And then I'm going to talk about some upcoming recipes that I'm definitely looking forward to try that Heidi has given me.
Okay, somebody from Clubhouse has a question.
All right. I tell you what, let's get them on the stream. So go ahead, Clubhouse.
I'm trying to get Jeanette back on the on stage. Jeanette, try to unmute.
All right. If Jeanette, if you're not able to get her, use the phone to bring her up, and that'll work if the computer club deck doesn't play nice.
Okay, Diane's put her hand down, so I think we're done there.
Yep. Okay. Taking a quick look at our schedule next week. Spice call with Marianne. Say, does that make her a Spice Girl by any chance?
I'll have to ask her.
You will, and you may as well make sure, just ask her, say that she'll be there, too. And okay. Anyway, and I guess when you mix more of the spices, two become one, and anyway, quiche and cornbread with Miss Lemon, aka Sharon O'Shea. Hopefully, you don't get juiced into chicken, the chicken recipe there. I did worry about that. Heidi might confuse you for a lemon. I don't think she would, but with how frozen things are over there in your part of the country, you can never be too sure. 12:30. Well, I definitely now know I don't have to worry about anything family related this year or anything like that, so we will plan a cooking call, and you all can tell me if you have a preference for baking or frying.
Air fryer.
Air fryer, okay. That's different. We've not really done much with the air fryer in a while on this call, so I will pick something for the air fryer for the 30th, yet to be determined. I will say, for the record, we have done some previous air fryer calls, not just placing things in the air fryer, but a couple of air fryer recipes. I want to say they are both uploaded to the YouTube channel, which you can look for the Herbie's Cooking Corner playlist. There was a ham and chicken wrap that I did, and also a biscuit donut one that I've done. So, but okay. And yep,
Herbie, I just want to let you know, Jeanette, I don't know if you want to try and get into Zoom, but I'm having trouble getting you on stage because I'm getting a message that you've already been invited to the room. So.
All right, I will also see if I can get Jeanette up on stage real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Open Clubhouse. We're doing a little bit of technical wizardry here, folks. Give me just 1 minute. Some exciting recipes that I have from Heidi, though, that I definitely want to try. And this will be especially useful for those of you that don't have a Chick-fil-A nearby. I have a recipe now for their chicken sandwich. And
we will be closing the stream in about a minute.
Yep. Oh, it didn't bring me up as a moderator. Fine.
Gremlins attack.
Alright, let me try one other thing then. First of all, we're gonna leave the stream behind, and I am gonna be muted for just 1 second as soon as I can find what I want. And for those of you on the recording, you'll still hear me, but Oh, that would help if I press the right button here. Okay, Jeanette, I just tried inviting you on stage, so see if you are able to come up.
Can you hear me now?
We can!
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Oh, yay. Diane's clubhouse is hallucinating. I never got a request.
No, so what happens is when some clubhouse gets fussy when somebody tries to come up on stage and off stage multiple times, and but it let me do it. I didn't know for sure if it would or not, but okay. Anyway, you're here now, and that's what matters.
Well, I have a solution for that, but you wouldn't like it. Anyway, my question is about the chicken pieces. When your chicken is raw, Heidi, and you're cutting it into smaller pieces, do you do it with a knife or with scissors?
I do it in the knife.
Okay. I mean,
You could
more
do it either
effort
way,
than you
sure.
probably needed, but I didn't know because I've never tried to cut raw chicken.
It's not easy, but
Stop.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
yep.
All right. So let's take a look at January real quick. Leftover Turkey Part 2 with Heidi. Giant Chocolate Cookie Cake with yours truly. Instant Pot Meatloaf with Christine and Shannon. And rounding out the month, Super Bowl Sunday, the appetizers with Miss Lemon once again. So definitely looking forward to that. Hopefully buffalo wings are part of that appetizer regime. Because, you gotta have wings with the Super Bowl. But anyway, looking forward to seeing what she has in store for us. Another recipe that I got, and this definitely looks good, is orange chicken. And that is a copycat one from Panda Express. I've never understood, though, with Panda Express, and if anybody can tell me, I've never seen panda on the menu, but, yeah, so, I don't know. I mean, yeah, but, anyway, I digress. So, we've got that coming up. Also, I'm looking into, I should really, when we get closer to springtime, we do have some salad recipes, like there's a turkey burger salad one that Heidi gave me that definitely sounds like it might be good. And, we'll try to do something healthy, just because,
And I have a lot of leftover chicken recipe documents, so.
All right. So, this is a final call for questions.
No, not at this time.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming today. Thank you, Deanna, for hosting. Thank you, Diane, for connecting. Thank you, Heidi, for presenting. And next week, it is the Spice Call with Marianne, first time presenter on the call, so we'll be nice to her. It's only when it's your second time that you need to worry. Maybe. Unless we like you, of course. No, just kidding. We like everybody. And if you want to be a presenter on the cooking call, Deanna, do you have any dishes you'd like to cook for us one day?
Not off the top of my head. I'm not high functioning today. I'm just doing what I need to do.
All right. Well, if you think of any, or if anybody else does, get in contact with Heidi. Just reach out to community at acb.org and ask to be in contact with Heidi. And just say that you want to schedule a time on the cooking call, and she will get you slotted.
And I'm very, very quick, usually, about getting back to people. So.
Yep. And I know Jeanette has been on the list, but she's not. You've not been doing well, so hopefully you feel better soon, so we can get you back on the call as a presenter. So looking forward to that. All right. So with that, Diane, you may close the rooms.
All right, pulling the plug. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye, guys.